Good morning, everyone. You're tuned into Books in Focus, where we dive deep into the latest novels that have everyone talking. I'm your host, Sarah Williams, and joining me, as always, is my co host, Tom Rivers.
Today, we have a real treat for you. We're talking with author Timothy Fish about his suspense-filled novel, The Hidden Daughter. It's a gripping family drama filled with secrets, betrayal, and a murder mystery at its core.
That's right, Tom. This book has everything: family tensions, a dangerous investigation, and a daughter who's been missing for years suddenly reappearing under a new name. Joining us now is the man behind it all, Timothy Fish. Welcome to the show, Timothy.
Thanks for having me, Sarah and Tom. Excited to be here.
Timothy, this book is a real page-turner. Let's start with the premise. Isabella Tate, who vanished years ago, returns under the alias Samantha. She's working at her family's company, Tate Custom Homes, and her brother William discovers who she really is. Can you tell us where the idea for The Hidden Daughter came from?
Sure. The idea really started with the concept of identity and family dynamics. I wanted to explore what would happen if a person who was presumed lost to a family suddenly returned, but not in the way anyone expected. Isabella, or Samantha as she calls herself, isn't just coming back to her family. She's stepping into a world that's full of secrets and danger. That's where the mystery comes in.
Right, because her return isn't just a happy family reunion. She's witnessed their father's murder, and now her safety is at risk. The stakes are really high here. What was your process for building that tension, both between the characters and within the plot?
Tension really comes from the relationships. On one hand, William is thrilled to have his sister back, but he's also torn. He knows she's in danger. And then there's the family history and the murder of their father. William's in a difficult position because as he investigates, he starts to suspect that the killer might be someone within their own family. I wanted to layer that emotional and psychological tension, especially since so much of the story is about trust and betrayal.
Speaking of family, the way you portray the Tate family feels so real. They're a successful family on the outside, but underneath, there's a lot of dysfunction. Was it challenging to write characters who are so interconnected but also at odds with each other?
It was definitely a balancing act. I wanted to show that even in successful families, there can be deep-seated resentment and hidden agendas. The Tates are a close-knit family in some ways, but there's a lot of history between them. Old wounds, unresolved conflicts. That made the characters more complex. And as a writer, it was important for me to give each one a voice and a reason for their actions, even the darker ones.
William's investigation into his father's murder really drives the story forward. Can you give us some insight into his character and what motivates him to take on such a dangerous quest to uncover the truth?
William is very much the protector in the family, and he feels responsible for his sister's safety. Once he realizes that Isabella witnessed their father's murder, his focus becomes protecting her and finding out who the killer is. He's not just doing this for closure, he's doing it because he knows that Isabella won't be safe until the truth comes out. His sense of duty and loyalty to his family really push him to take risks, even when he discovers things about his own family that make him question everything he thought he knew.
And what an intense journey that is. Without giving away any spoilers, can you tell us about some of the twists and turns that readers can expect as William digs deeper?
Let's just say that nothing is quite as it seems. The deeper William gets into his investigation, the more he starts to uncover about his father's past and the rest of his family. There are some pretty shocking revelations, and he finds himself questioning who he can trust. It's not just about finding a killer. It's about unraveling years of lies and deception.
It sounds like readers are in for a wild ride. One last question before we wrap up. What do you hope readers take away from The Hidden Daughter?
I hope readers walk away thinking about the complexities of family and how far we're willing to go to protect the people we love. At its heart, this is a story about loyalty, betrayal, and the lengths we'll go to uncover the truth. But I also want them to enjoy the suspense, the mystery, and the emotional journey of these characters.
Well, Timothy, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. The Hidden Daughter is a fantastic read, and we can't wait for our listeners to get their hands on it.
Thanks so much for having me, Sarah and Tom. It's been great talking with you, and if I could, I'd like to tell your listeners that the easiest way for them to get a copy of the book is to order it from Amazon. It's available in hardback, paperback, and on the Kindle platform.
That was Timothy Fish, author of The Hidden Daughter. If you love mystery, family drama, and suspense, this is one you won't want to miss. Stay tuned for more book discussions after the break.